So yeah, they're banging in the pool. There's a fucking orgy going on in the pool. Gotta clean the pool.
Yeah. If the movie has any redeeming quality whatsoever, it's his fucking robe. Crapulé.
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 This whole story is crapulé.
Welcome to What the Suck, Season 3, Episode 10. I'm your host, Chris Davila. Joining me always and forever. No matter how much he wants to quit, he can't quit because this is his fun. My boy James Bishop. What's up, James?
What's up, Chris? How you doing, brother? It's good to be back doing this again. I've been missing trashing on these movies, man. It's been a while, but hey, I enjoyed the holidays. How were your holidays, man?
It was a good holiday. It was real relaxed, real chill. Got to watch a lot of Netflix, a lot of watch of Hulu. Got some HBO Max going on. Got to see Wonder Woman 84.
Yep.
So, you know, I've had my fill of decent to good movies. I'm ready to watch some shitty ones, man.
Yes, indeed. And for all you lovely listeners out there, I don't know about it, but our boy Chris here, his beautiful wife Kristen just passed into her third trimester. He gonna be a daddy in about March, right?
March gonna be our first kid.
Yes.
Don't know what it is yet. We're waiting until it's gonna be born to be surprised. Yeah, so I'm super excited. She's super excited. It's getting real, man. It's down to the wire, bud.
I am super happy for you guys. I love you guys to death, and I can't wait for the little munchkin to show up.
Yeah, me too, man. We're getting the nursery all ready to go. It's awesome, man. It's gonna be fun. But don't worry, I'm still gonna be doing this even after baby comes.
Oh yeah, The kid's gonna have to learn too. We might put him on a mic.
When the kid gets old enough, he'll be able. He or she will be able to watch these terrible movies with us.
That is correct. I
Yeah,
can't
so
wait.
How was your holidays, man?
Oh man, mine was great, man. But like I said, I can't wait to hear a toddler trash on a movie saying, "Man, this is bullshit." That's gonna be awesome.
This movie sucks dick.
Yeah, my Christmas was good. New Year's was great. Just chilled out. Didn't do much of anything. But you know, wasn't having to work. I got some good time off, so I got a little bit of time to chill. And I'm ready to get back into this, man, because I've got to have something to ground me. Because man, this what's going on in the world right now is pissing me off. It just So yeah,
crazy
I got to
stuff.
bury myself in something fun, and I am glad to be doing this again.
There's nothing better to distract you from the real world problems than crappy horror movies.
Yes, you ain't even lying, brother.
I'm not even lying, brother. Well, I'm looking forward to today's movie. It's a more recent one. It's a sequel to one that I've never seen, so it's gonna be interesting to see if I can even follow the fucking thing. But today we're watching Outpost Black Sun, also known as Outpost 2. I have not seen Outpost 1. And it's a 2012 British horror film directed by Steve Barker.
Jolly good kills, huh? That's excellent. Well, the medical
It's blah, 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 blah. Based on a script written by himself and Ray Brunton. It's a sequel to Barker's 2008 film Outpost. Never saw the fucking thing.
Nope.
The film was later followed by Outpost: Rise of the Spetsnaz, the third entry in the series.
What was that Nazi? And the Spetsnaz are the Russian special forces. So
yes,
I was wondering if they were like zombified Russian special forces.
I guess after the second one, they're like, we need to go a different direction. Instead of Nazi zombies, we're going to do Nazi Russian.
Yeah, the Spetsnaz are like our Navy SEALs and Green Beret types. I mean, they're top-notch soldiers. They're pretty badass guys, too.
They're the ones that are like, if he dies, he dies.
He dies. That's right.
All right, so what is the movie all about? Well, let's take a little look at this.
Why don't you tell me, sir? You the one with the box.
I'm the one with the box. That's right. All right.
I'm still over here at the house. So, yep, you the one with the box. So roll with it, my brother.
Sort of a long synopsis, but so stick with me here, okay? The year is 1945. Closing stages of World War II. That's how it's written, so that's how I'm gonna read it, okay?
Amco spark plugs. The only spark plugs you ever need.
Exactly.
Yep.
The year is 1945. Closing stages of World War II, and the German scientist by the name of Klausner is working on a frightening new technology that has the power to create an immortal Nazi army.
Jolly good
Flash forward
shows,
to
huh?
present day. And the NATO task forces hurry deployed to Eastern Europe, where a sinister enemy appears to be mercilessly killing. Okay, this is too long to do with that voice. So, to be mercilessly killing everything in its path. But this is no ordinary foe. Only Helena, a gutsy investigator on the trail of the notorious war criminal Klausner, accepts the reality that they are facing a battalion of Nazi stormtroopers. Dun, 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 dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun,
dun.
dun, 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 dun.
I just can't help. When I hear stormtroopers, I got to do that. So,
That's right.
a veritable zombie army on the march. With the help of Wallace, a man who's been chasing Nazi secrets for years, the two of them team up with a special forces unit to venture deep behind enemy lines. Their mission: to fight their way back to the source of this evil army, and prevent the seemingly inevitable rise of the Fourth Reich. Outpost 2.
The Fourth Reich.
The Fourth Reich. Directed by Steve Barker. Produced by Ara Bowcroft and Kieran Parker and Nigel Thomas. Written by Steve Barker and Ray Brunton. Starring
Now
Catherine
wait a minute.
Stedman.
Now, time out, fool. Time
fool.
out. How in the hell
Time
did
out.
you go from a British accent to a socialite? You went from Brad. You went from oh, jolly good to Muffy. You're gonna meet me later at the club, Muffy.
I'm all over the place this time. I'm a man of literally 3 voices. So
Yeah, we got like what, a month? We've been about we actually, because
not even been a month.
hadn't been a month, but we've had
Nope.
a couple weeks out since for the holidays. So yeah, got a lot of corked up in here. We gotta let it loose.
I feel like though, and I think we've talked about this before. Like anytime we take a break, whether it's a week or 2 weeks, or even a month, it does feel a lot longer by the time we get back to doing it. Even I guess just because
It
I don't know
does.
why, but
It
it feels
does.
like
You are absolutely right, sir. I feel the same way. It feels like we haven't recorded in a month, but that's just not true. We recorded
I
a couple
guess-
weeks ago, right before Christmas. We recorded the
Yeah.
Christmas special, and I think we also knocked out the we knocked out the Thanksgiving special, and then we knocked out the Christmas special, and then we took our break because I think we recorded both before. Damn, I think we did them both. Didn't we do them both before Thanksgiving? Because I think we took the whole
we
holiday.
did Christmas later. We did Christmas
Okay,
later.
okay.
Yeah. So, but I think it is. I think it's because our first season we didn't take any breaks. We just powered straight through the entire season. I think we set that up for ourselves.
But season 3,
Where-
it's free show. We don't get paid for this shit, so we'll take a break when we fucking want to.
That's all right.
Kiss my ass. You don't like it. It's too bad.
That's right. Kiss
We
his
got-
ass.
We got 2.5 seasons of shit you can binge watch to catch up if you ain't been listening. So
or binge listen. Let me bounce back to the cast here, starring Catherine Stedman, Richard Coyle, Clive Russell, Michael Byrne, Johnny Mears. Music by Theo Green. Theo! Cinematography by Darren Tiernan. Edited by Bill Gill and Chris Gill, the Gill brothers. Distributed by Content Film. Release date 11 May 2012 in the UK. Running time, 101 minutes. Ouch. Language English, of course.
101.
Yeah, 101
freaking
minutes.
Ugh.
Real quick,
Damn.
the tomato meter, 20%.
Tomato meter.
20% with a total critic count of 5. 5
Ouch.
people reviewed it, and it still got 20%.
One motherfucker liked it.
One motherfucker liked it. That's right. He was probably German.
Uh,
The audience score is not much better. It's 15% out of 190 ratings.
oh, man, that sucks. That's like 17 people said, all right, and the rest of them said, go to hell.
This movie's
Man,
going to be
man, oh, man.
bad. But
And
that's the name of the
unfortunately
game.
long.
that's right.
But you know what? You're right. That's why we do it, man.
Exactly.
we do it.
Exactly. But before we get
Bringing
into
these
the,
golden masterpieces. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
No, you're right. We're bringing like we said, we dig through the pile of shit to find those golden turds, those Thanksgivings, those Jack Frost for
Damn
you
right.
guys. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. I was gonna say before we get into the review though, let's remind the folks that we do have a Patreon, patreon.com/whatthesuck. You can go there and check out. We've been a little lax since we were on break, but we're ramp back up. We're gonna get some extra content. We have extra content on there already. We have some bloopers. We have the if you want any ad free versions of the episodes, you'll find them on there. And it starts at 1. There's 3 tiers: 1, 5, and 10. You get the ad free episodes starting at the $5 tier. But there's bloopers, behind the scenes stuff. I think we have some regular movie reviews on there as well. So go check it out. And if you want to throw us a buck or two, we appreciate it. And you get all the extra content that's on there. So
it's $1. It's $5
at the least,
and it's $10. It's 3 cheap levels. If you support us, we sure as hell appreciate it, and we'll do our best to get you some great content and hope that you enjoy the show.
Exactly. And don't forget to go follow us on Facebook, Insta, Twitter, all that shit. And we're on YouTube as well.
It's like we're just phoning in the social media because everybody knows we're out there.
Yeah, well, where we're at. Go check, send us some comments. Send them your reviews. Send us some suggestions for movies you want us to watch. Go just hit us up. Don't forget we still have the What?
That's right. I was gonna say you right, my man. We need them reviews. Go rate the episodes. Leave us some comments, or else we're gonna just start recording an hour of us just cussing you people out.
Yeah. Go rate and review us on wherever. Yeah, give us a rating, give us a review. Just to let us know that you're out there listening. We love to hear or read the reviews when we get them. And then we're gonna have another contest coming up pretty soon for the big Annabelle doll. And then of course at the end of the season we saw the big grand prize where we're gonna send somebody all the movies we watched this season. Not counting the seasonal episodes because those were watched on Prime or whatever, but all the standard episodes are physical copies, so we're going to send one lucky person all of those. So yeah, don't forget we have the contest coming up too. So
that's right. Absolutely.
All right, but let's go ahead and get into the review of this movie, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
The Reich of 1,000 years has not been hiding from the likes of you. It has simply been waiting in the shadows.
It was a Nazi special weapon division. They called themselves the Black Sun. With this on your side, you got the perfect army. The men aren't like us.
The Reich of 1,000 years.
You stuff it.
Not a sound. Don't even breathe.
You run now, you may as well keep running. Because they're not going to stop. Not at the next town or the next country. The only answer to stopping them is right here.
Oi!
Oi!
This movie was not that bad. Movie was okay. It wasn't as it's okay. We talked about this during the movie. Production wise, acting wise, it's the best thing we've watched all season.
Unfortunately, it was good.
I don't know if that means anything or not, but yeah, it's not that bad. It's boring as shit.
Yeah, there were too many lulls. I mean, there was parts of action, but most of it, too much talking. I think, like I said, I think it's part of a series. Like I know it was a sequel to another one, but the way they came around, it's like this was just like a middle section. Like there's going to be more because there was no real opening, no explanation on the opening, and no real explanation at the end. But you driving this train, so it's on you, brother.
Yeah, there's no real. It's like I said, there's. I guess you have to watch the first one to figure out the origins of the zombies and how they're made and all that bullshit, because they don't go into this one. And then it takes place in modern day, not even like World War II era. And it, like you said, at the end is like a to be continued or
Yeah.
some shit like
Yeah.
that. It's like, it's not really an ending. It's just like it's like when you're watching like a Netflix show and every episode ends in a cliffhanger so you can watch the next one.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
exactly
much.
what it's like.
Like I said though, but it wasn't that horrible. I love some of the scenery, some of the night shots, some of the fighting and stuff like that. But like I said, yeah, it was like we were dropped in the middle of something. We're like, it's like if you took one super long ass movie and chopped it up into several other long ass movies, it's like we got dropped in part 2 or 3. You know,
Exactly. And
you
we
don't
did.
know what's
It's
going
part
on,
2.
but like I said, the action was half decent. The makeup and the effects were decent. But yeah,
I mean, we talked about the biggest complaint, I guess, besides the fact that it's hour 40 minutes long. It's way too long. Like they could have cut easily half an hour out. And
way
it'd
too
been
damn long.
fine. But the other complaint was that besides the lulls and everything was that since they were Nazi zombies, all the Nazis look the same.
Yeah, and zombies don't look the same. I'm sorry, they do not.
No, because people look different and
Yes,
are
they do.
different.
That is
So zombies
correct.
look different. But that's the problem when you have a quote unquote master race that's full of fucking white people, you know.
Yeah,
So all your zombies look the same, and it doesn't add any sort of variety or excitement to the zombies, except for the dude in the officer's outfit, hair douchebag. He looked different. Otherwise, it's all the same fucking zombies. So I
That's
guess
it.
they save money that way by not having to make different zombies.
I suppose, but I'm gonna tell you what, I like the way they made them look. They look pretty badass. Uh, like I said, from the get go though, I was like, we in trouble because we got some bitch comes out of nowhere and she's in this freaking old retirement home abusing this old man, trying to break his damn hand and shit, and find out he's like some old damn uh, Nazis he's chasing down. So apparently the story picks up there because, like I said, there's no lead into it, so you're trying to wonder what the fuck they're talking about. And she goes in there and assaults him, and you're like, what the hell is she doing? And then she calls him out for being General von Schmuntz or whatever his name is, and the guy has a freaking heart attack, dies on him, and she gets all pissed off. You know, she kills him, and you're like, what the hell?
Well, she's looking for another Nazi named Klausner because they killed her mother or some shit, and she ends up
Klausner. Yeah.
he ends up dying of a heart attack. She finds his ring, which unlocks some sort of key bullshit. So she takes the key, and then we're taken to an underground bunker where this really old fucking dude in a wheelchair is in a room full of computers and shit. And he's watching footage of a military team go into this bunker somewhere. We don't know where. And he's watching the footage from their body cams. And they go in and they get attacked by zombies, and then cuts the credits.
Yeah, and you're like, come on, man.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Oh, I do want to say that's my other biggest problem. Okay, my other biggest problem, besides the fact that zombies look all the same, the cinematography on this thing is fucking
And this
horrible.
movie's an hour and 40 minutes. Oh, you thought it was horrible?
The cinematography is terrible. Anytime they are underground or in the bunker, you can't see a goddamn thing. It is fucking dark as shit.
That's true. That is true. Yes.
I had to turn the brightness and the backlight on my TV way the fuck up so I could see anything, which distorts the picture and it looks like shit. So
Yeah.
add
So
some
you basically have
lights.
to pretend. You have to pretend what the scene is. You hear all the noise, but you got to make up the picture in your own mind because you can't see a motherfucking thing.
Right. It is terrible, terrible. So anyway, so she ends up in this European town somewhere, and she stopped by some local militia, but then she's saved by a bartender. When she goes in the bar, she runs into somebody she apparently knew. I don't know if they knew each other from the first movie or if they were just you're just supposed to expect that they know fucking each other. I don't know because it's not even fucking.
Well, exactly. It's pointless for both of us because, like I said, we were dropped in the middle of this shit show and had no idea what we were looking at. But, all we saw was people shooting zombies and people getting hacked and all this bullshit.
Yeah, so she meets this guy, well, not meets, but she runs back into this guy, Wallace, who's a quote-unquote reporter who's there for a story. She tells him that she's got to go find this Nazi Klausner, and she has clues on where to find them, so he agrees to take her to where he thinks he has information on where he might be. He agrees to take her, but when they get there, they find an all-out fucking war going on between Nazi zombies and modern-day soldiers.
Yep. What was his name? You called him McDuck?
Yeah, okay, so this is like, okay, so then they escape that. Before we get to McDuck, they escape that, and then they're in a house somewhere eating and talking about, like, he's giving her the backstory of everything and about the Nazi zombie program or whatever, and then he's looking for this power source, this source that's I guess powering them all or some shit. And at this point, it's like half an hour in. And James made a good point there. That scene earlier where there is the regular army versus Nazi zombies. Again, it's badly lit, so you really can't see anything. But there are zombies killing soldiers in there. At first, really couldn't see anything, but then we were actually able to see the zombies actually kill two of the soldiers on screen, which gives us
Kill 1
and
Kill 2.
Yes.
So that
was a good thing.
That's at 22 minutes in. Yeah, 22 minutes in. I mean, it took 22 minutes to get there, but we got there. But again, unfortunately, it wasn't anybody we knew. It wasn't a character that we knew. It was just random soldiers off screen. We saw it on screen, but it was random soldiers we hadn't met before.
Yeah, and the old bastard that had the heart attack, that didn't count because he wasn't murdered. He just had a heart attack and died. So, yeah. We struck out on that one.
And we don't count villain's death anyway.
Like I said, the battle sequences are very cool. I mean, and these zombies are moving at full speed. These are World War Z zombies. These are not George Romero zombies. I mean, they're fully
right.
They got full gear. They use knives. They have guns. They know martial arts. I mean, these things they fight tough. And for some reason, these bozos don't get the fact. I mean, anybody who's anybody knows when you fight a zombie, when you're going to shoot him, where are you going to shoot him? You're going to shoot him in the freaking head. But no, they're shooting these guys center mass, and the zombies just keep coming. So it's dumb.
Yeah.
They waste a ton of ammo on these things. I mean, there's a lot of guns and stuff, which I love, but still, yeah, they weren't killing a damn thing.
No, and these fucking, so we're half an hour in, and we only have Lena and Wallace, and I'm telling James, like, look, we're probably not gonna have a huge body count because so far we have two characters. There's no telling if both characters are gonna survive or not. But even if they don't, that's only 2 deaths. That's not very much. But then, 30 minutes in, they're at that farmhouse, and she goes upstairs, and she is met with another zombie. She runs downstairs. They run out into the open, and that's when they meet the Easy Company squadron that are there, also looking for this base or whatever. And they run into, I think it was like 4 of them or something like that.
4 or 5.
Yeah, one of them has a very, very heavy Scottish accent, so we call him Sergeant McDuck.
McDuck. That's
McDuck.
right.
But actually, no, there's more than 4 because at about 32 minutes in, when after they run into the squadron, or the squad, I guess I should say, they run into the squad, or probably a platoon. They run into the platoon, and as the platoon are fighting the zombies that are in the town, we get
Kill 3
and
Kill 4.
when 2 more unknown soldiers are killed by the zombies.
But at least we're getting some death here.
And on screen.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, actually, one's a soldier, one's a civilian who gets stabbed by a zombie. But either way, that's neither here nor there. It's still a death on screen.
Yeah. Fuck him. He did.
So then there's the first lull after that, where they're taken to like this empty school, and they're going around looking for this fucking base, and they finally find the base, which is almost an hour into the movie. They find the base, which is great.
And I'm telling you, he literally jumped about 20 minutes from where we left off with that battle scene to this where he's talking about finding the school, literally nothing hardly happened at all during that time. There were some very painful lulls in this movie. That is for damn sure.
Yeah, so we get about a 15-minute lull, which doesn't seem long, but in movie time that's a very, very long lull, because
what
then
the fuck you were watching, dude, man. I'm telling you.
we fast forward to 44:15, where they're in this like weird, not like a school, and they all of a sudden see zombies there and they're trying to sneak around, and as they're sneaking around, they come upon two random dudes that are hiding, and the dudes take off. But then one of them is captured by the Nazi zombies. He's dragged to a table.
Yeah.
And when he's on the table, the commandant, Herr Schmutz, no, not here. Just one of the random zombies stabs him right in the chest for
Kill 5.
And then that's when Herr Schmutz comes in. He has a needle full of inkjet, printer ink, and
There are so many reasons not to skip breakfast. So many savory, mouth-watering, tasty, delicious beyond all belief reasons. Actually, that last one was pretty convincing. Stop by for a McDonald's breakfast. Mix and match a sausage biscuit, sausage McMuffin, sausage burrito, or hash browns, any two for just $2. Price and participation may vary, cannot be combined with combo meal.
With equipment breakdown coverage from American Family Insurance, you can protect all the things that keep your dream home running, from sudden mechanical or electrical issues. Because this sound shouldn't mean... Contact your local agent or visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
Refer to policy for equipment breakdown covered losses, deductible limitations, and exclusions. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. Products not available in every state.
Injects the guy with it. The guy spits out all the printer ink, and then he just dies.
Which I didn't see the point in that. They'd already killed him, so I thought it was like a zombie conversion process, but it turns out it didn't. It just basically melted his innards.
Now, I think, again, this might be something they explained in the first movie. I'm thinking that they are trying to make zombies, but not every person can be made a zombie. So
yeah, like I said, I do believe we missed out on some information. So we can't give you a lot of origin on where a lot of this shit happens or why some of this stuff happens. We can just report on what we see.
So I think he goes around injecting people, and then if they make it, they're zombies. If they don't, then they're just dead. So that's what I'm thinking. So
yep. Hey. Sums it up.
So then we go, and they finally get to the base at around an hour, and they're looking for the power source. And they spend a good 5 or 10 minutes going around the base trying to find it, because where it's supposed to be located in the center, in this engine room, the main piece is missing. But the scientist Wallace, or the reporter Wallace, is saying that he tells them that the power is still going, and so it's got to be here in the base somewhere. And so he determines that where the engine section is, behind it is a secret wall. They find the controls, and they open up an elevator that goes down even further into the
hellish underground of the Nazi bunker.
The hellish underground. Then we get another. We
got to spice it up a little bit. Shit.
Yeah, there's no spice in this stuff. This thing was boring as shit. Yeah, so then we get another lull, and the soldiers are talking to Lena and yada yada.
Blurbity blobbity blar blur blur blur. Filler time. We got too much film. We need to use it out, so we're going to sit here and just chatter on uselessly and relentlessly until all of our viewers want to kill themselves. Continue, sir.
Perfect. They're all dead. Wonderful. So, well, then during one of the lulls, the main officer dude, the main British soldier, is talking to Lena in a kitchen in the bunker, and they're having a wonderful conversation about life, love, and liberty. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm making shit up because I didn't fucking listen to their conversation.
Nobody cares.
While they're talking, the zombie enters the kitchen, and
where's my sandwich, bitch?
Yeah, he's looking for. He's looking for a sandwich. He can't find it. He gets his ass beat. He starts fighting the main soldier dude. And the zombie drags him down this hallway and takes him. So, okay, again, this is the whole part where they're like somewhat intelligent zombies, because he drags him down the hallway into this room, and he closes the door. And the soldier, realizing what's going on, decides to sacrifice himself by grabbing a grenade, pulling a pin, and then hugging the zombie with the grenade for
Kill 6.
and sacrifices himself to kill the zombie.
And there was a good money shot all over the window too. Lots of jizz.
Yeah, it was actually a cool death. Like the whole idea of him sacrificing himself with a grenade was pretty neat. I mean, it was one of the better deaths out there. Yeah.
Which was something I made an observation. I'm sitting there going, I was bitching about this fact because I'm sitting there going, okay, you got all these special forces guys or whatever these guys are, some special British units. But whatever the hell they were, I was sitting there complaining left and right because all they were doing is shooting. I'm like, does any of these motherfuckers have a grenade? Anybody? Finally, he produces one and he kills himself instead of the zombie. But yeah, they get used throughout. I mean, finally they start using them here and there. But I was like, damn, what the hell were y'all waiting for? You got to. Never mind. Fucking stupid.
Not only that, but this film takes place in modern day. Probably 2012 when the film was made. Everybody in this all these soldiers, I'm sure they have a PlayStation 4 back at home. They've played Call of Duty. They've played Nazi zombies. So that you should know, or any zombie game, you go for the headshot.
That's right.
You know what zombies are. It's 2012. You know what zombies are. Go for the headshot. Stop trying to shoot in the fucking chest. I get it's a bigger target, but you're not going to kill any zombies that way.
No, you're not.
And they should know that in 2012.
Get it together. Jeez.
Exactly. So then the reporter, as they're down there, the reporter reveals that he's not a reporter; he's an engineer, quote unquote engineer, and he's looking for this machine, and he realizes that where it's at, and so, but before that happens, all the the remaining soldiers, the 3 of them, including Sergeant McDuck, take them back up to the top because they have a certain time limit. They have to be back at their rendezvous point, otherwise. And report in, otherwise the military is going to nuke the whole area.
The entire complex. That is correct.
So when they're up back on the surface talking, he realizes where it's at, and so he has to go find it. But the soldier's like, we're not going to do that. We have to get back to the rendezvous point and call in so they don't nuke the fucking place. But he's going to go. Lena's going to go with them. So they duck down and head back into the bunker because they're fucking dumb shits.
Absolutely.
And yeah, and so the soldiers decide to go ahead and go with them so they can go ahead and take their 6 or whatever.
He's struggling. He's struggling here, folks. I'm telling you because there's a whole lot of boring shit going on here.
I'm struggling because because it's so unmemorable that I'm like,
well, exactly. You're doing your best. You're doing a great job with what we have to work with in these lulls. So my hat's off to you, brother.
I'm just trying to get to the fucking kills mostly. And so one stays back up at the top so he can run back to the rendezvous point and make the call so that they don't nuke the place. The other 2 go with Lena and Wallace to help escort him to where he thinks it's at. They find the room. It's a couple of rooms filled with piles of bodies because that's exactly what we were saying. The Herr Schmutz is collecting bodies to inject with the inkjet printer ink and trying to make more zombies. But the piles of bodies are the people they've killed, and we are introduced to who I call the witch. I don't know who the fuck she is. She might be somebody from the first movie. Who knows?
That's very true. Like I said, we don't know at this point. So.
She's a hunchback, and she looks like a decrepit old skeleton lady, and she giggles, and she has like this and this
she almost looks like Pumpkinhead witch.
Yeah, and she has a needle that she injects, but she goes around with soldiers and they grab bodies from the pile to inject to try to create more zombies. So we're introduced to that bitch, and so what happens is they're all in that area when they hear the giggle, they all hide. Lena's dumbass hides in the pile of bodies because she's a fucking idiot. And then the witch lady enters with 2 zombie soldiers, and then she heads over to the pile of bodies, and it looks like she's about to get closer to Lena. And just before she gets closer to Lena, one of the soldiers pops out and starts shooting. So they start firing and get into a fight with the zombie and the witch lady. Then at 1:09 and like 30, one of the soldiers is captured by the two zombie dudes and held down, and then the witch comes over and stabs the shit out of him multiple times.
Hell yeah.
For
Kill 7.
and so that's so that leaves one soldier left. I think it's Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge
And then-
McDuck.
Yeah, the Sergeant McDuck. No, actually, no, I take it back. It's the black guy, the Bill Duke character, not character, but who we call Bill Duke. Because at this point, we got a very strong sort of Predator vibe because we have this group of elite soldiers
Getting picked off one by one by, well, of course,
whatever.
this wasn't some hidden predator or nothing, but
No,
it was the same kind of concept.
right, but they're in the jungle and they're escorting this woman who
Yep.
was like the woman from the other one, and they're getting picked off one by one, and so
I don't
and then
know what it was.
the black guy, he kind of had like a Bill Duke kind of look.
That's right.
So anyway, so he's escorting them to the center while Scrooge McDuck had gone back down, and he actually saw the witch lady. But then, and this is where James and I came to a consensus that the movie went off the fucking rails.
It just completely lost its track. I mean, really, it's like it had some kind of storyline going, and all of a sudden everything just fucking went berserk.
Yeah. So they find the room where this generator machine fucking thing is, and Wallace decides he wants to overload it to create an EMP. This is something we didn't touch on earlier. Earlier they found an EMP that they set off that momentarily stopped the zombies. Didn't do anything else, just momentarily stopped them, which was pretty fucking useless. But after that, the whole thing became about EMP this, EMP that, and so he wants to overload this huge system to create an EMP throughout the entire base. Apparently, there's a main source that's again, I don't know, but there's a main source that is running all these zombies or keeping these zombies alive. So he wants the EMP to take out the source so the zombies will die. Well, he realizes that he can't overload it just by pressing some levers, whatever. He has to manually constantly keep doing it. So he has to stay there. So he tells Lena and the other guy, the soldier, to go off because he has to stay there to make sure it constantly gets overloaded to the point where it actually shoots off EMP. So they leave, but then they enter this weird ass fucking chamber with a giant swastika on one side, and then on the other side is like this is the engine, or this engine thing, whatever it is, and on top of it is this dude who's very very.
This is where it's like, I was like, good God. I mean, they had something, but then they just lost me here at this point, because I'm like, what in the blue hell is this shit? It looks like a piece of sausage with the skin peeled off of it with eyeballs, and it's like wrapped in all these different wires, and his body's like penetrated by these cables and stuff like that. Some dude is obviously like the mental, or he controls this fucking machine. I don't know, man. It's just,
it's basically Emperor Palpatine from Rise of Skywalker at the
pretty
end.
much, absolutely. Good reference.
Except them being like inside of this actual device, he looks like he was just haphazardly thrown onto a bunch of ropes, and that's supposed to be him actually connected.
He
to
looks
the
like,
machine.
if anybody ever saw Steve McQueen in the Great Escape, when he's all fucked up in that concertina wire at the end of the movie. Yeah, that's pretty
exactly
much it.
Yeah.
Now that might be a little bit too early for some of the folks listening, but yeah, it's a real painful scene. Just look it up on YouTube; you'll be able to see it.
Exactly. And so while they're down there, the guy wakes up and Lena's talking to him, and he's apparently connected to this machine, and the machine is encased in a protective coating which keeps it safe from the EMP. But whenever the EMP goes off, he suddenly turns into Palpatine and shoots lightning from his hands.
And we were even kidding about that shit. And I'm not kidding me. You said it or something like that. And like 2 seconds after you said it, all of a sudden lightning shoots out of his hands. And then we get the Raiders of the Lost Ark ripoff scene where it goes through, Herr Schmuntz up there in the front. And then, like you said, it scatters out through all the other zombie Nazis, just like it did in
Yeah.
the movie. You know.
Yeah. So at one point, Herr Schmutz shows up with a bunch of other Nazi soldiers, and he takes like 5 minutes to rub this dirty ass needle over Lena's face.
Oh man.
So while that's going on, somewhere off screen, I think the Bill Duke soldier gets killed. I didn't see where it was at, but he gets killed. And so while
What happens? He was fighting, and what it is, he pulled his knife out and started fighting this one zombie, and he got overrun by like 6 or 8 of them. Remember, and they took him down to the ground, and they gutted it. They field dressed his ass like a cat. I mean, they gutted him up big time.
That's right. For
Kill H.
Yes.
That's right, because that's right. I've written down my notes as gangland stab, because they all like take turns stabbing the shit out of him. That's right.
Yeah, they hacked the fuck out of him. It was pretty good though. I mean, he was gushing. There was blood flying everywhere. It was all right.
So that leaves Lena alone in that chamber with the dude, and that's when Herr Schmutz comes in with the other zombies, and then he tackles her to the ground, holding her down, and he's rubbing her face with this dirty ass needle for like 5 minutes. And it's fucking disgusting. And that's when Sergeant McDuck comes down. Sergeant McDuck comes down. Yeah, so he comes down to help out, but then that's when the Wallace is able to get the EMP. No, actually, no. He's able to get the EMP going, which once again activates the Palpatine dude, and that's when he shoots his lightning through Schmutz, and which zigzags through every single zombie soldier in the chamber with him. And I told James it's very reminiscent of this weapon from the Call of Duty Nazi zombie maps called the Wonder Waffle or the Wonder Wolf, which is this electricity gun. And if you have a bunch of zombies in the area, you can fire the gun at the zombie in the front, and then if they're close enough, it'll bounce off all the rest. So it's just like that. They just
maybe if we research it, we might find out there's some correlation. I mean, I don't know, because like I said, this isn't like it's horror, but it's like completely different.
It's like action horror.
Yeah, it is, and it's not like what we normally do. So this was a little bit different for sure.
So, but she's able to turn off the machine finally, and then she meets up with Wallace again. She grabs the component from the machine. She meets up with Wallace and Sergeant McDuck, and they get into the elevator to head back up. She hands him the component, and then we get the twist. Wallace then says, "Oh, well, it's too bad you won't make it back alive." Shoots McDuck in the back of the head, unfortunately. I'm so sad to see Sergeant McDuck go, but shoots him right in the back of the head for
Kill 9.
Oi!
Oi! It won't seem good in the mirror. And then shoots Lena, but hits her in the shoulder, and then runs out of...
No. You need to, I mean, this is one of the best parts, though. You know, we got to upgrade that part. He didn't shoot her in the shoulder. He shot her right in the tit.
That's right. He shot her in the tit. That's right.
He sure did.
In the right tit.
Now we can't cheapen the moment, man. You gotta maximize it.
Yeah. So shot in the tit, but then ran out of bullets. No more bullets.
No more bullets.
So then he takes off like a pussy and just tries to run out of the thing, because they're even though they were able to call off the nuclear strike, they are still going to level it with a bunker buster.
They're doing something. Yeah, they're going to fuck it up.
Yeah.
So he hauls ass. I mean, he's running out. He hauls ass. She, knowing she can't make it out in time, starts to freak out and cry because she thinks she's done for. So she goes down and barricades herself behind this big iron door. He's hauling ass. Here come the jets. They flatten the area. Whammo. You don't see nothing. And I mean, he barely gets out of the clearing before those bombs hit. And then it shows his dumbass sitting there. What was he at? He was sitting at a table somewhere eating.
He's in a bar somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, chilling out. And he gets a phone call. And guess who it is? It's the bitch. She done survived.
Well, before that, though, he goes to meet with that old dude from the beginning. Way back in the beginning, the old creepy dude who was watching those monitors, because he was trying to figure out where the bunker was. So he goes to meet with that dude because he is wanting to sell that component to that dude for like $15 million. And while he's there, then he gets a phone call, and it turns out to be Lena.
Yep. And then she threatens him, says, "I'm coming to get your punk ass," and starts walking down the street, puts on the sunglasses.
Because she cool like that.
And she cool like that. That's right. And that was the end of the movie.
That's an hour, 40 minutes of time wasted.
Yeah, they could have chopped this thing down into like an hour and 15 minutes and just had, them going in there, fighting the zombies, getting the component, him leaving. They could have shortened it. But yeah, there was a lot of useless dialogue. But what the hell are you going to do? We got to quit. All I know is we got to quit getting these hour and a half, hour and 45-minute movies. Half of them are too fucking good. We've had too many 1 stars this year. We need some shittier movies, man. Shittier movies.
But this year gave us the Golden Turd, the first ever Golden Turd, which is awesome. I will
true.
take a first ever Golden Turd over a first ever 6 turd any day of my life.
Amen to that. Yes, the 6 turds, man. When you get those, that's really bad because, I don't like wasting my time. I like doing this. But I like to, the movies we watch to actually have some value, even if they're, even if they're like Jack Frost great, or they're like, but like if they're like Zozo terrible, holy shit.
All right, well, how many turds do you give this one, James?
Well, like I said, the acting was good. I love the effects, the gunfighting and stuff like that. Problem is with me, there was too much useless dialogue, too many lulls. So the action was a little bit too far in between. Horror content, it's more like I said, action horror. It was like more like watching a war movie than it is a horror movie. Because the zombies didn't eat you. They stabbed you, they shot you, they stuff like that. So I'm going to go, even though, I didn't hate it, I'm just going to go middle of the road on it. I'm going to give this one 3 turds.
3 turds.
Yeah, I'm going middle of the road. I can't give it any more. Can't go any less.
I guess at some point this season we need to go back to actually giving our rating system. Until then, just go back to our early episodes for season 2, and you'll hear what our rating system is.
Maybe we'll update them next episode. I'll run it.
Yeah, we probably should. But okay, so you give him a 3 turd. All right, cool. Not bad. So, by the way, I guess we should give a little just a little thing. We rate from 1 to 5 shit emojis. 1 being the best of the worst. 5 being the complete shit. So he's given the 3 middle of the road.
Middle of the road. Yep.
Not bad. I'm gonna give it a 4 turd because while like I said, the production was really good, the sets were great, the costumes were good, the acting was actually good. I didn't think anybody was overacting or underacting for the most part. The fact that the zombies were boring as shit, they didn't do anything but stab and kill. Apparently you had to have watched the first one to understand half the goddamn story. And
well, you're probably exactly right. I was going to say, I think we just got a little piece of the puzzle here. So
right. And mostly because of how dark the fucking cinematography was and how little you could see when it actually got down to the bunker and shit started happening. And then I'm not a big fan of the zombies that are able to like use humans as human shields.
Yeah, that was true. That one zombie did grab that son of a bitch around. Actually, I grabbed the lady around the neck and was dragging her around, using her as a shield. That's right. I forgot about that.
And using knives and shit. I'm just like, that's not my kind of zombies. So, it was okay. I give it a 4 also because of just how long it fucking is.
Yeah, it was a little dreadfully long.
If it had been 90 minutes or less, I would have given it a 3 or a 2 because then you could watch it and not have waste so much time.
Yeah, like I said, they could have trimmed 30 minutes out of this movie and still had a good action-packed horror extravaganza. But no, they kind of fumbled on that shit.
Exactly. So, all right, bud. Well, as always, it's been a pleasure whether we liked it or not. But
Yep,
before we go, why don't you tell the folks at home where they can find us online and all that good shit?
We are on the social media platforms, every damn one of them. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, under What the Suck. We also, like I said, we have our Patreon page, patreon.com/What the Suck. And we have a TeePublic site, tpublic.com. Just look up What the Suck. We got some good merch on there if you like it. Oh yeah, we do have a YouTube channel. I keep forgetting about that. I'm going to start promoting the hell out of the YouTube channels because we can really reach out there. So you go to YouTube, you can listen there. We are on Spotify. We are on Apple Podcasts. We are basically anywhere you listen. Go anywhere and look for us. You can find us.
And I do want to say, as far as the YouTube goes, be a little lenient. Give me some time, because we did get to the YouTube game a little late with regards to What the Suck, because I think we had about 2 seasons under our belt before we started on YouTube, because we started on YouTube with when we started What the State of Fear, the sister project. And so I believe, I want to say all of season 1 is on there, and I believe all of season 1 and most of season 2, if not all of season 2, is on there. So we're pretty close. I mean, it's only episode 10, officially episode 10 of season 3. So, but yeah, if season 3 is not on there, but just give me some time, I'll get it up there. But you have, I mean, I think there's 50 episodes up on
there's
YouTube
plenty right now, yeah.
All right, bud, I had fun. It was good to do this again. I can't wait to do it again and watch another crappy movie.
Hopefully the next movie is a little more funny, a little more, goofy horror content and stuff like that, not so serious, so we can kind of lose our minds a little bit.
Man, you got some high hope for the shit that we watch, bud.
Also, we will have contests coming up again soon for giveaways, so keep your eyes and ears out for that. Appreciate you listening, brother. As always, it's been a pleasure. Man, fuck it.
Same here, bud.
I can't do it no more. I need some sleep.
This is Chris, and
what's
my thing again? Oh yeah,
his tagline.
I got my tagline. See y'all next Suckfest. There we go.
That's right. And this is James, and if it ain't on What the Suck, it ain't shit. Peace.
God damn it. God damn it. Hang on.
Don't wait. Your chance to upgrade and save up to $400 at Mattress Firm ends soon. Right now, save big on top-rated brands. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying Sealy purchase. Or save up to 50% on hot buys from top brands like Sleepy's or Serta. With our highly trained sleep experts and our low price guarantee, you can rest assured you'll get the best bed at the best price. Unjunk your sleep. Only at Mattress Firm. Offer valid with qualifying purchase. Restrictions apply. Valid at participating locations only. For offer details, visit mattressfirm.com/sale.
With equipment breakdown coverage from American Family Insurance, you can protect all the things that keep your dream home running, from sudden mechanical or electrical issues. Because this sound shouldn't mean... Contact your local agent or visit anthem.com to learn more. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
Refer to policy for equipment breakdown covered losses, deductible limitations, and exclusions. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. Products not available in every state.